things first, the amount of insane comfort you feel, like you will feel it from the bottom up and side to side. So from the outsole, the insole, that general footbed, all together, like that, it's just awesomeness. But you do feel it's a little depleted, but not to the point you don't feel complete and total support and confidence in your step. The pep in your step is just there. But the side to side, like that it still has that snug fit, but it's a lot looser. It's a lot looser. And the neck padding, I don't feel that as much anymore. So that the neck padding may have flattened out a little bit. Probably a lot more. So I don't feel it when I put it on no more. I don't feel it. Probably tie your shoe tighter, bro. Now that definitely like flattened out marginally. Just something to take note of. But yeah, this whole bait, it's not bottoming out right here. So I have all this protection still. So all the layers of protection, that thickness, it's not just thick to be thick. It's thick with a purpose. So I have all the support that my foot needs, my heel especially. And it's been getting good on impact. We're definitely gonna see. That's not the biggest podium back there, but it's still something. And I'm popping and jumping and that landing stuff. I'm coming down high. I'm trying to brace for the landing though too, so I'm rolling out when I need to or whatever. But every once in a while, I'll know if it's a weak shoe and it doesn't feel like it's a weak shoe. It can't be a weak shoe, because no matter what, eventually you land, you brace for the impact, you roll out, you do all that stuff. You still feel it though. You'll still feel it if it's a weak shoe. But that's currently not something I'm worried about. So again, top-down support. When you have your shoe on, I feel the support. I feel the structure, because again, it's not all floppy. And most importantly, I feel some comfort to go with it, because this insole is no stranger to comfort. I done mash shit in, my stank-ass feet, all the impact, all the jumping. Now I gotta go and dig this bitch out. I gotta go bobbing for apples and shit. Bobbing for athlete's foot. Go ahead and grab this out. It does come out though. The first one popped out. The second one, I had to dig in to get out. So if you go ahead and get you something and you don't think it comes out, and you think I'm bullshit, even though I showed it come out, it comes out. Just get in there and dig it up with something. Come on, this is still going. This is gonna be this. So this is what it's gonna be. Okay, I got it coming out. Okay, and there's no glue on the bottom, so I don't think it was stuck in there. There's glue now. I don't know what that is. That's the athlete's foot. Man, that's that bacteria. There was no glue on the bottom, so I don't think it's ever glued in like that. But anyways, go ahead and fish it out. It's slim, but comforting. And it's slim, so you can get that some type of board feel. But then in addition to that, it's comforting. That's the best part. On top of that, the actual impact protection is going to come from this. I believe it has absorb, but it's that thick footbed. You see it in the 933. Soft, thick, supportive, and just, yeah, there's no problems stomping around in these. And then I'm guessing jumping. A lot of shoes will give you all those, some shoes will give you all those, but they won't give you the comfort. I like the fact that this gives you all that, and then the comfort aspect. Back tab, like I was talking about, still supportive. It's right here where it's hard and you get the real support. So it's not even really folding, it's not crumbling or anything like that. So my ankle has a great amount of stability. Pretty much cups it based on the way the shoe is. It's pretty form-fitting is what it is, especially in the midfoot with the tongue strap and everything in that area where it's gussetted. It's like a thick tongue strap. The band is like this long in it. So it really just hugs your foot independently. So you got that secure, snug fit for sure. That to me adds to the comfort. But yeah, this plastic hard back tab, the hard outsole rubber, And then this leather, little pleather, whatever they got going on right there. Little leather right here, pig leather, I think, or it's pig sweat. Something is pigging in this bitch. It smells like bacon in here. No, but this whole back tab, just put together well, hugs your back of your ankle, your Achilles. Now, of course, it hasn't been that long, but the collar of the shoe, that padding, hasn't really flattened out from impact and use and everything like that. And we obviously know the outsole hasn't flattened out or lost its structure or anything like that. Again, you just had that full-on support. Still sturdy, still hard. I can't even push it through on the bottom like I can with a number of other shoes. When I can do that, it's typically a pretty bad time for impact. It's not going to be the best, and it's not good. The upper has always been like pretty much out the box. It's been pretty much broken in. And then specifically that claim about the forefoot feeling more vulcanized with a lot of board feel, that's only gotten better. First of all, that claim was true. And then the flex you have with it out the box, I mean, this is broken in, so it's even better. But out the box, that claim was true. And yeah, that flex has just gotten better. But that's in part, again, because the upper is also broken in. And that's what, for me, makes this even more skatable. Because if it was just the Cupsole, it's not lacking in board feel entirely. But if the outsole had no give to it, or little to no give, and then the upper had little to no give, I need some give somewhere. At least in one part of my shoe, if not in both parts.
I need to feel something voluptuous, preferably.
But obviously, you can't have too much give. I'd rather the outsole I'd rather the outsole have more structure, so I have my impact protection just from skating. I'm not going off or anything, just skating on flat, skating in general, just walking even. So I'd rather this have more structure. In the case of these, that is what's going on. So I really like these, but I definitely need some type of give in a portion of my shoe. So I have an adequate amount in the outsole while still remaining structured, just how I like it. And then that upper, because that's what I hit the tongue. That's what really gives you all the connectivity to the board. That type of board feel when you're making contact with the actual board, when you're flicking, you're doing everything. Like, I need to have the upper have some type of give. It can't have too much give. That's what I'm worried about. In the long term, I thought the outsole was gonna give out anytime soon, but it might be the upper. So this might get way too mushy for my personal liking. But as long as I have this thick, strong outsole, some type of rigid base to flick off of, then we're good. I won't be missing my flick and everything like that. In terms of this suede, it's not too crazy thick. Your foot is just moving in. You're gonna feel the board. Look at it. You can just feel and grab and grip the board and everything. So in terms of how I like my shoe to be broken in, either or the outsole needs to be broken in, or the upper, or a combination of the two. Obviously, it can't be too much of the outsole or too much of the upper. In the event with these, the outsole is just perfectly fine. I'd rather too much of the upper than too much of the outsole. Good amount of flex, but it still has that overall structure. Slight lack of board feel, but they're broken in now, so I still have. So at this point, I have an incredible amount of board feel, but I'd rather lack of board feel based on the benefits it gives, and then that just being thick, rigid, sturdy, and everything. So it doesn't impact my flick. I still have something strong and rigid to flick off of. And then most important, like when I put it on, I have the impact protection, the certainty that I'm not gonna hurt. I feel like this walks the line, definitely feeling exactly like a Cupsole. Well, surprisingly, with the flex of the upper, giving you kind of a vulcanized feel in some regards, but not at the expense of impact protection, overall support, and just the structure of the shoe. So it's definitely walking that line perfectly fine, if you ask me. Nigga turned into Dr. Seuss while I took this knee. Oh my goodness, behind the camera. Still ashy. Oh my goodness. Now we gotta talk about some bads of this motherfucker. There's some bads of this motherfucker. We gotta talk about some bads of this. So like, it's a rock collecting. A rock collecting ass motherfucker. That's not make or break. That's not gonna stop me. It's been a while since I had a shoe that did that though. But I mean, that can be really annoying if you're in such an area. Put holes in your grip tape and everything like that. Yeah, when I'm skating this lower ledge right there, if that's what you call it. I get quite a few here and there. I don't like it. But generally, yeah, I don't have a lot of rocks like that. Smaller rocks going around. But I mean, everyone's skate area is different. And then when I come here, I haven't felt these ones. I just been up there trying to get my stuff. So. Like I was saying, the heel specifically, I feel like just the heel. But this rubber is the same. It's just white. It's the same, but it's white. I feel like it just, when you hit those extra slippery zones, that's where it really gets to going. I feel like the forefoot didn't really do it as much. Maybe it's a lot more weight you could put. I don't know, no, because you put more. Even when I shift my weight to on my heel, yeah, it's it's just business as usual. It's a normal shoe. Fantastic grip. Yeah, outstanding, exceptional grip on the actual grip tape. I mean, on the park surface, it's cool. You see my part, that little slippery, slick, smooth. That's just smooth concrete is what it is. But on the areas where it's sandblasted, like I was talking about, it just. But then the second you step 1 foot over in just a regular part of the park, it's good. It's good. The grip is good. It's just normal grip. So needless to say, I'll be walking up the bank and it's slipping sometimes like a little. And the grip's not even worn like that. So for whatever reason, it's just like that. If your park is generally like that, or you have a lot of spots that are extra slippery than the rest of the park, expect some Winter Olympics. Expect some bullshit. Other than that, I don't have no other complaint about the shoe. Now, personally, I don't like the width. Pretty dang wide, dang down there, wide. No, Duck Dynasty, nigga. We end up in a swamp with hot donuts getting blown, poured down my ass. Oh, no. The fuck you talking about? Yeah, that's pretty wide, so that is impacting. My flick is slower, choppier, delayed, versus something that's more skinnier, especially pointy. Since I don't have wide feet, so I don't have to worry about that, but whew. Yeah, so my flick is just, and so it's just not enough to just put less foot on, because that changes the way that probably would be the way I have to go about it. But I mean, in the end, I just put my whole foot on, no matter the size of the board. Eventually, I just get my whole foot on. It's an 8.3. My whole foot's gonna be on. I get an 8.5. Eventually, my whole foot's gonna be. I just have to gravitate that way. Maybe if I show a little, I know when I'm trying to kickflip back I have it like this. It's like really weird. Okay, yeah, see, I done did some more. I really need to put the laces on at this point. Don't worry, I will do that. I even have it in my back pocket. I told you I am lazy. Oh, I don't have it in these pants. Could even take it out and put it in these pants. I mean, that's how lazy I am. Why'd you lay down? When did I lay down, Randy? And yeah, see, I can see that rubber wearing in time. So the outsole's not gonna wear in terms of like starting to hurt my feet or anything like that, losing support. I doubt that will be the problem to where I gotta quit the shoes. I feel like I'm gonna have to, and then the upper is fine. It's this particular area, maybe around here might start to go more back, but I don't think so. It's just right here. I see that wearing away over the course of another 7 days, 3 to 4 hours of time skated on average. I mean, like kind of back-to-back skating. Like right now, sitting down talking, I wouldn't be counting that. I might leave the house for 7 hours, but I'm only skating like 2, 3 hours. I'm counting the time I'm actually skating for the most part. Unquote, quote, unquote, I don't, just stop. Brain is fried out here. The vultures need to come get me. Need to fly by and come get me. Pick me up right by the scrotum, man. Oh, look like a wizard or something from the Wiz. Flying monkey from the Wiz.